Today is June 9th, and the earnings batch showed us companies just completely ripping up their old business models.
Right. We are seeing enterprise software explicitly pricing non-human digital labor, while heavy industry admits the physical world is dragging on a 14-year lag.
And then you have a consumer giant like Smucker actively choosing to shrink its own revenue to win back exhausted shoppers. We looked at SailPoint, UEC, and Smucker today. And the contrast between digital speed and physical friction was just everywhere.
Let us start with SailPoint. The per-seat SaaS license is practically dead.
It has to be. They pointed out that autonomous AI identities inside corporate networks now outnumber human employees up to 1-to-1.
So they are rolling out, hybrid consumption pricing. You can no longer just charge for the human. They are charging directly by the API call to capture all that non-human agent volume.
Which Wall Street rewarded by dropping the stock 14%.
Only because switching from upfront legacy licenses to SaaS billing creates an optical margin drag on the current P&L. The actual ARR growth is over 25%. The underlying engine is entirely fine.
But then you compare that instant digital scale to UEC, Uranium Energy Corp. To actually power those AI networks, UEC spelled out just how physically painful the domestic energy supply chain is.
Right, 14 years. That is how long they said it took from discovery to bringing a single uranium mine online.
Because the U.S. uranium sector sat dormant for 15 years. There are no specialized third-party contractors left. UEC literally had to hire and build basic facilities completely in-house.
Which caught them this quarter. State regulatory signatures were severely backlogged until the very end of the reporting window.
So their fixed costs just spiked against way lower production volume.
Exactly. Output fell nearly 30%. So they played chicken with a soft spot market and opted for exactly zero spot sales this quarter. The physical friction is just immense.
Which brings us to the grocery aisle. Smucker is running one of the most fascinating margin plays I have seen in a while.
They are intentionally triggering deflation at the register.
Yes. Shoppers are just exhausted, so Smucker is passing their own supply chain cost savings, mostly green coffee deflation, straight back into list price cuts to buy back physical store traffic.
I mean, they're explicitly telling Wall Street to expect a 3 to 4% drop in full-year revenue.
Right, willingly shrinking their top line.
But locking in a massive profit margin expansion in the process. The coffee savings let them buy the volume while getting vastly more profitable underneath. Investors bid the stock up 11% because the math just works.
It really is a masterclass in trading optical growth for actual cash quality.
We saw management teams abandoning the old playbooks entirely today.
It really shows you have to read past the headline revenue print to know what kind of business you're actually looking at. The individual company episodes in the feed hold the call-by-call transcripts, uncovering exactly how these operators are altering their billing and hacking their supply chains on the ground.